Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about 10 things that will make Pokemon Sword and Shield the best Pokemon games ever. Number 1. They gotta add a really interesting post-game. Normally in a Pokemon game, the post-game, involves catching Pokemon, shiny hunting, and online battling with your friends or just anybody online. But in Sword and Shield, I want them to add something like they did in ORAS with the Delta episode. The Delta episode was actually really interesting. It involved, it happened right after you beat the Elite Four. You go downstairs from your house and your parents are talking about this meteor that's about to destroy Earth. And then you do a bunch of story stuff. And then at the end you go catch Rayquaza with Zinnia. And then you Mega Evolve them, you fly up, hit the asteroid, and then you gotta fight Deoxys. And you just save the world. I need something like that in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Number 2, having interesting story and character development. It's kind of like the first one, but it's different. In Pokemon games, there are characters that are done really well with their story arc and everything, like Lance, Steven, Cynthia. And then there are some characters that aren't very memorable, like your rival in Let's Go, Wally. Any of the admins from Team Rocket and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I can't remember any of their names. I think one of them might have been named Proton or something, but I don't remember what he looks like. We need characters we can care about. Characters that help drive the story, and they're not just throwaway characters. I also enjoyed what they did in Ultra Sun and Moon, where they brought back Red and Blue, and you could battle one of them, or both of them actually, in the battle tree. And for this being the first main series Pokemon game coming to the Switch, they need to go all out and just, show us that they can make a good character arc for every character in the game. Number 3, getting rid of HMs. It's safe to say, I think, now that HMs are never coming back, but I really hope they don't in this game. And also in Sun and Moon they added Ride Pokemon, which got rid of HMs entirely. And then in Let's Go, they added the secret techniques for your starter. So it's pretty safe to say that they're not going to add any more HMs into the game. And if they do, fans will have an uproar. Number 4, having following and ride Pokemon in the game. If you've seen the Sword and Shield trailer, you won't see any Pokemon following the trainer, but you do see Pokemon in the overworld. Ever since Pokemon Yellow, when you got the Pikachu that followed you, fans have been wanting more and more Pokemon to follow you, and then Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out, and that added 493 new Pokemon that could follow you. And then Sun and Moon, we got Ride Pokemon, which wasn't the same, but it was pretty close. And then Let's Go, you have the Ride Pokemon, the Pokemon following you, and you got your starter on your back or wherever you want to put him. So this needs to be a feature in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Number 5, difficulty. They should add an option so there's like an easy, medium, hard, and then maybe like a master difficulty, where it just ups the percentage level modifier of the Pokemon you're fighting. So, easy would be normal, or easy would be, let's say, like -5%, normal would be 0%, hard would be 10%, and the master would be 20%, 25%, whatever you want. They sort of did this in Black and White 2, but what they could do is after you beat the Elite Four, you have the option to pick one of the difficulties and replay through the game. That would add a lot of replayability to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Number 6, character customization. This is a feature they added in X and Y, and then they took out of ORAS because it was a remake, I guess. I don't know. I would have been okay if they kept it in there, and they put it back into Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. And they kind of have it in the Let's Go games, but it's not as extensive as it was. So they just need to go full blown out character customization and just add everything possible they can add. I like that you could add clothing to your Pikachu, so maybe they can work on that too. That would be really cool. Number 7, new Mega Evolutions. Another feature that made a debut in Gen 6 is Mega Evolutions, which honestly adds so much into the battling aspect of Pokemon that makes some of the Pokemon that weren't viable before, and then just makes them viable. So maybe some of your favorite Pokemon got Mega Evolutions, or you think they should get Mega Evolutions, and it'll just make them so much better at fighting other Pokemon. Just like what they did to Mawile. They made it a Fairy type, cool, still Fairy, and then it gave it a Mega. And then they did the same thing with Sableye. They gave it a Mega. And you didn't really see Mawile or Sableye before Gen 6 in online battling, so that would be a cool feature for them to add more Megas. Number 8, being able to travel to other regions. Ever since Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you've never been able to travel to another region. So that'd be pretty cool to add another region. I found this image online, I'll show it up on screen here, where it shows Kalos below the new Galar region. There's like a little fog and then it shows Kalos, which would be honestly pretty cool just to go back down there and meet some of the characters you did in X and Y. But in the trailer, it doesn't really hint anywhere towards that, and then they showed the map and it doesn't really do that, but it would be pretty cool to travel to another region. Number 9, new typings. We now have 18 types of Pokemon. They added Steel and Dark into Gen 2, and then they added Fairy into Gen 6. So it'd be kind of cool if they added like a Plasma type or an Ancient type for Fossil type Pokemon that would shake up the metagame, so Fairy wasn't so powerful. But you never know what they're gonna do, right? Maybe they'll add, maybe they won't even add any types, so just keep it the same. I would really like it if they added new types with the new Pokemon. That would just get me that much more into the game. Number 10, you gotta make Scorbunny a firefighting type. It just has to happen. It's just a big meme at this point. The fire starter has to be a firefighting type. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked any of these, please leave a like on the video. If you have any of your own ideas on what Gen 8 should add as features, please leave them in the comments below. I'll go through them and I'll reply, and we'll have a nice chat about Gen 8 and how awesome that trailer looks. Thank you guys, have a good day.